FHA SFR Appraising Handbook 4000.1, page 182. Field. Is the property seller the owner of public record? Protocol. Mark the appropriate box indicating whether the seller is the owner of public record. The appraiser is instructed to contact the mortgagee/client if the seller is someone other than the owner of record, as the property may not be eligible for FHA financing if it involves property flipping. The resale is less than 90 days. The mortgagee will make a determination for any exemptions to FHA's property flipping rule and advise the appraiser. Report where the information was obtained. Field. Sales concessions, down payment assistance. Protocol. Mark the appropriate box indicating whether or not there is any financial assistance, loan charges, sales concessions, gift or down payment assistance, etc., paid by any party on behalf of the borrower. If necessary, use an addendum and enter the heading Sales Concessions, completing the description. If applicable, the appraiser is to report the total dollar amount and describe the items to be paid. If the sale involves personal property, for instance, an above-ground pool, lawnmower, furniture, etc., identify it and exclude it from the valuation. 3. Neighborhood section. This section reflects the area surrounding the subject property. The appraiser must observe the neighborhood characteristics and surrounding properties to make determinations that will be incorporated into the valuation of the subject property. In all instances, the appraiser must mark the appropriate box for each line in neighborhood characteristics and housing trends. Failure to note conditions that may adversely affect the value of the property is poor appraisal practice and violates the USPAP. The following table provides instruction for completing the neighborhood section of the report form. Note, race and racial composition of the neighborhood are not appraisal factors. Field. Location. Protocol. Enter the type of area surrounding the subject property. Urban relates to a city. Suburban relates to an area adjacent to a city. Rural relates to the country or beyond the suburban area. Page 183. Field. Built up. Protocol. Enter the built up percentage, the percentage of available land that has been improved. Mark only one box that best describes the type of area. Land such as a state park would not be considered available land. Field. Growth. Protocol. Enter the growth rate. The following table provides instruction for completing the condominium unit housing trends section of the report form. Field. Property values. Protocol. Mark the box describing the current trend in the as-is property values for condominium unit housing in the community. Comparing units that have been sold and resold in recent years is an effective way to determine market trends. Appraisers who use this method, however, must factor in any improvements or changes made to the property between sales. Field. Demand/supply. Protocol. Mark the appropriate demand/supply trend. To determine the equilibrium status of supply and demand in the neighborhood, compare the number of houses sold to the number of houses listed for sale in a recent time period. The similarity or difference between the number of houses sold and listed, not the absolute numbers, must determine the demand/supply level. Marketing time. Mark the appropriate marketing time. The typical length of time a property similar to the subject property would have to stay on the market before being sold at a price near its market value. The following table provides instruction for completing the condominium housing price and age section of the report form. Field. Price. Protocol. Enter the low, high, and predominant prices found within the neighborhood market area. The range must include the minimum and maximum ends of the range, excluding outliers. The predominant value must reflect a point in the range where most of the prices occur.